if the Niners can take yesterday's embarrassing loss and turn it into like energy and, you know, try to redeem themselves, just like when the Patriots lost to the Eagles. They came back last night and they roared back because they were pissed off. Like, really, we lost to the Eagles? Yeah. Well, that's how we should feel. Really, we lost to the Browns?
Are you listening?
Niners! You know, I keep a smile on because it's a habit. Yeah. I don't necessarily feel that good. It's not easy to be happy and be a 49er fan right now. So let's be honest about it. This is the second Christmas in a row. We've had no playoffs to talk about, and there's jokes. The jokes have started. The 4-Niners. I can't wait for this week to go by. At least we could be the 4-10ers at worst. 4-Niners. Ooh. How wrong is that? And then you look at your dailies on TV or online, sports dailies. There's Cam Newton, Mr. 13-0. He's running around handing out footballs after each and every touchdown. He's out there dubbing. He's even got his teammates giving the kids a football after a touchdown. I says, everybody's having fun except for us poor 49er fans. Not to mention the team. How sad is that? And then you add more insult to injury. There is the Seattle Seahawks. They have wiggled their way back into the playoffs. The Oakland Raiders, they might be in the playoffs. The Los Angeles Rams, all those teams we've been clowning for years, they are still in the hunt. Or as it says on the chart, they're still alive. Wait, it gets better. Look down at the bottom of the page. There's 2 teams, only 2 teams have been eliminated from playoff contention. Yep, us and who else? Detroit. We represent the sorriest teams in football. All we have to look forward to is the draft. Draft day. That's it for us. And how many months away is that?
Ronbo!
Hey, what's up?
What's up, man?
What's up?
What's up? I tell you, I'm still wondering what happened with that Browns game.
Yeah.
But check it out, man. We should have beat the Giants. Couldn't hold on in the closing seconds.
True.
The Cards had that. The refs took that away from us.
True.
We stole one in Chicago and gave one away in Cleveland.
True.
You know we're supposed to be no worse than 7-7, don't you?
Yes.
Niners were missing some valuable people in that Cleveland game, but that effort was weak.
Yes.
We hit harder than that. We hit harder than the Niners in the FFL.
FFL, what is that?
Feline Football League. What? I invited you to come and check it out.
You know what I think we should do? Let's go over and check. I got a lady waiting for us right now in Southern California.
All right. You know how I love the ladies.
Yeah, let's just move on. Niner fam, as we still reel from a beatdown, you know what? I need another word besides beatdown, don't I? I'm sure everybody has supplied many words about that game versus Cleveland Browns. Say hello to Monica. Hi, Monica.
Hello, Ronbo. How are you?
You know, I when people ask me that question now for the next 5 days, actually 4 days or 3 days, whatever amount of time, this could linger. Because if we lose this weekend, Monica, the anger could carry over into the next week because you already know that the Bengals have no starting quarterback.
True.
Now, if we go, now AJ, I understand that he's a good quarterback, but if he kicks our butt too, on the boys, as I mentioned, who can't travel, if they come home and play that same football game they played in Cleveland, Monica.
It's going to be a tough, bitter pill to swallow, and we're still choking on the last pill of being defeated by a 2-10 team.
Ah. 3. Man. Remember 3-10.
Oh yes, 3. Now
thanks
to us, 3-10 team, you know. And it was unfortunate too that, you know, Tartt got his first career interception. Did we do anything with it? Nope. Didn't even turn it into a field goal. It was very I agree with what Anquan Boldin said, that it was a piss poor effort. it really was. I mean, he and they didn't involve. They should have involved him more. I mean, Cap knew that on those tough third down, you know, when you need a third down conversion, who would he always go to? Boldin. Because Boldin is like, that was like his security blanket. He was like the Witten, you know, for Tony Romo, you know, and Gabbert, I don't know if like it seems like Selleck's was started to be his dude, and then with him being out and McDonald being out and our defense asleep, or they were still back on the plane. Yep. I don't know, but it was rough.
Monica, you know what though? The coaches, everybody's yelling and screaming at the coaches. And I had the same issue last year. Everybody's talking about coaching staff, get rid of the coaching staff. I said, listen, you guys, you're getting mad with Harbaugh, you're getting mad with Roman. Has anybody ever stopped to think about the players out there? These guys are getting paid a lot of money to show up and look like that. If nothing else, I don't need a coach to tell me how to play football. You give me what I'm supposed to do at the beginning of the game, and I go out there and I do my job. I've seen guys not doing the job. Is it time, Monica, to stop putting all that flash, putting all the light right on the coaching staff? When do you turn that light over to the players?
Well, I think it's time. I mean, look at our record. You know, obviously it starts with the quarterback and with the offensive line. As I said, in our little pre-chat, so far I'm fairly impressed with Gabbert. But yesterday, I mean, come on, even Joe Montana would have been having a difficult time with that O-line. He had no protection on his butt the whole game. The one thing I will say is that he did keep trying, you know, until the very end. I did appreciate when they went for it on 4th down, although we didn't do shit with it. But, you know, I feel like a lot of times the coaching has been not gutsy enough. You know what I mean? I mean, at this point, with this record, we're not going to make the playoffs. Go for it. Like, you know, go all out for it, you know. Try to salvage the season with some dignity.
Now, wait a minute. Now, Monica, now you get on a subject that I really enjoy, because for those of you who remember the beautiful Monica, months ago before the season started, here is what she had to say.
If the front office is trying to get rid of all things Harbaugh to be spiteful, I hope they consider practicality in that. Who would they replace Cap with? Sure as hell ain't going to be Gabbert.
Ah, Monica. And at that time, in your wildest imagination, did you? And why am I asking that question? Because of course not. Nowhere in your imagination did you imagine that Gabbert would be the quarterback.
No. Nowhere in my imagination at all. And like a lot of people, I judged him. What did we have to judge him on? Just the Jacksonville Jaguars, you know, which they didn't have much of a team then either. So, but since that's what we judged him on, I was just thinking, oh God, Jacksonville Jaguars, what the hell is this guy going to do? And although I'm still not sold on him being the quarterback of the future, you know, I still think we should draft a quarterback. I am impressed with how he's showed a lot of heart. And I think it seemed like in those especially that last Rams game that Kaepernick played, his heart just didn't seem in it anymore. I don't know if it's just he lost camaraderie with the team or with the coaching or whatever, but it seems like his heart wasn't in it. And Gabbert seems to play with a fair amount of heart, which I appreciate. But yesterday was just rough, especially coming off that Chicago Bears, you know, road win. You know, I mean, that was amazing in overtime. You know, with the game on the line and on the road, and he came up with it. That was something to be proud of, you know, and it definitely speaks to him rising to the occasion. But last night, I mean, like you said, I mean, it goes back on the players. Everybody played terribly. There was a couple glimpses, like I said, with Tartt and the interception, blocking the field goal. There was glimpses of good, but overall, it was tough to watch, man. Especially with cheering Seahawks fans. I had 2 Philly fans next to me, and you know, and they're skeptical about their team, but you know, they were happy from their Patriots win, and they were kind to me. They were like, "It's okay," you know, because it was rough.
No, you were getting sympathy
from Philly fans. Oh. Yes, you know it's bad when you're getting sympathy from New Yorkers too. They're just visiting Los Angeles, and I got sympathy from them. That's how horrible my team looked up on the big screen yesterday. But, you know, like I said, I'm not completely sold on Gabbert as the future, but, you know, Cap just, I don't know, his heart just doesn't seem in it. It remains to be seen. Should he go to another team next year? The Philly fans next to me were welcome to have him. Actually, they're happy to have him, they said. And it remains to be seen if we can see him with that heart again, play with that heart again. As of right now, though, I'm still fairly impressed with Gabbert despite yesterday's game. Yourself?
Well, you know, in fact, what I would like to see, let us have both guys audition with a better offensive line and just see. But the bad thing is, there's no place to audition like that. You get your chance and then you're either removed or something like that, but there's no time during the NFL season because nobody has time to watch a quarterback fail. And we can't afford to have that happen anyway, right?
No.
So I just don't know what they're going to do, but we've seen, Monica, in the past, when the media puts out leaks that have been intentionally thrown to them about what the 49ers are going to do. It's already been said that April 1st is the deadline. The 49ers have to make up their mind as to what they're going to do with Colin Kaepernick before then.
Right.
I would bet a whole lot that Colin Kaepernick is not with the team on April 1st. That's an $11 million savings. Trent is going to go all out this offseason to build that team up as fast as he can. What had just happened to this team is embarrassing, and they will administer to that immediately. You can see it right now. Because he can't do it this season. Monica, they can't have you standing in bars getting sympathy from Philly and Giants fans. How low have we sunk when 49er fans are getting sympathy from Eagles and Giants fans?
Yes.
That is so,
It was rough. It was rough. It really was. They were just like, and the look on their face of,
pity.
I'm sorry. But yeah, pity. They're like, oh, dude, that's rough. I'm like, yeah, tell me about it. Excuse me, can I have another mimosa, please? Thank you.
God.
It was, and first thing in the morning, because, on the West Coast, we get those games early. So, it's like 11 in the morning, and, it's like halfway through the game, and it kept looking worse and worse. I was like, man, this is rough. And Manziel, really? It's like, he's been so hot and cold. He's such a great player in college, and it's been so hot and cold in his rookie year. And him and the Browns beat us, man. Yesterday there was some clip where it says how the mighty have fallen. I saw it in the sports highlights. I can't remember which broadcaster said it, but he goes, "Oh, how the mighty have fallen when the Niners lose to the Browns."
See, here it comes. Here it comes. And this is going to go on and on and on. Okay, what are the odds of us winning the game? Because you wonder about morale and drive and spirit, and has it been watered down? Can we expect our guys to play some decent football this weekend and win, or what do you expect?
As you mean against the Bengals?
Yeah.
Well, the Andy Dalton factor is a big one.
Sure.
Because I think with Andy Dalton, I don't think we have much of a chance to beat them. Without Andy Dalton, we can maybe take advantage of, the fact that they're going to have a backup quarterback in there. Maybe we can get some pass rush going. I don't know what the status is on Lynch, But he's like definitely a playmaker, comes in there, gets to the quarterback. So, we definitely need to step up to take advantage of the fact that Dalton won't be in it. It is going to be at home, so hopefully the faithful, still, that's one thing I do appreciate about our fan base. I mean, we may bitch and moan as we rightly have the right to do so, but I mean, we still stand by them. We're still there in our colors, sad, but we're there. I think if we can get some pass rush going, have the defense show up, whoever is on AJ Green, stays on him. I don't know if it's going to be Reed or Bowman or whoever, got to keep him to very low points and take advantage of the fact that he probably doesn't have the same chemistry with the backup as he does with Dalton.
That's probably true.
We got to take advantage of that.
So you're looking at either a shootout, but their defense is really tough. This is going to be a low scoring game, right? What do you see the numbers looking like?
I'd say realistically, maybe 17-14.
That was exactly what I was thinking.
17-14.
Yeah.
I'd like to say that we'll have the edge with 17, but it's still kind of a toss-up. If the Niners can take yesterday's embarrassing loss and turn it into like energy and try to redeem themselves, just like when the Patriots lost to the Eagles. They came back last night and they roared back because they were pissed off. Like, really, we lost to the Eagles? Well, that's how we should feel. Really, we lost to the Browns? So, take some of that passion and be like, you know what? No, we're going to go out there. We're going to beat a good Bengals team and try to get some redemption in this. We haven't won one game against a division rival. I know Cincinnati's not in our division, but when I look back at our division rival games, we haven't won one game.
We have one, but we have one left. We still can redeem ourselves with the Rams,
January.
Yeah, last game.
Yeah, and the Rams are they've been kind of hot and cold, too.
They're the roller coaster as well.
Yeah. How about the Seahawks?
No, we don't get to see them again anyway. But the Hawks.
No, we don't. But what do you think they're going to make the playoffs?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Not only are they going to make the playoffs, they're going to get to the second round too, because they get to play the NFC East in the first round. Which
is a joke.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Which is a joke.
Don't worry though, Monica. This time next year, we will be the ones talking major smack. So you know what? It's okay. We'll live and survive through this. Not a big deal.
We will. We survived the Singletary years and
Erickson
survived,
and all those other guys. Yeah, so
and all those other guys.
Yeah.
And, what do you think? Do you think Tom Sula's going to be back next season?
I really do.
I don't think he should be.
He will. He will. Yeah, I can say it really quickly because Chad York will lose face if he fires Tom Sula this year. He's got to wait until next year because it makes him getting rid of Harbaugh, and all of a sudden I hired this guy. I'm going to fire him immediately the next year. Then everybody, the boos are so loud that Jed can hear them at his house, no matter where people are. So he can't fire him.
True.
Yeah.
He'd have to admit that he was wrong in his decision.
And you know that's not going to happen?
No.
God, I wish his mom would come in and say, listen, enough. I'm gonna let me just handle this. And after I get it up and running, maybe we'll bring you back. And you see, Jed, oh, Mom, let's just do this, you know, because you're going to be killed at a restaurant. Do you understand the danger of that, okay? Before we go, you know, you got to give me some holla.
Oh, always, always. Win, tie, lose, Niners! Always. Always, always.
Thank you, Monica. Okay. No lofty expectations this week. I'm not gonna lie and talk about how we're gonna just kick some butt. We have a dual AJ problem, both in McCarron and Green. And don't let Andy Dalton's missing fool you. Bengals are still gonna be tough. Remember, they beat Pittsburgh up last week after AJ left the game. And you know what? You don't know which 49er team is going to show up. Is it going to be Team 49er Excellence? Or is it going to be Team 49er Suck? We just don't know. Because if Team 49er Excellence shows up, they're just like Super Bowl contenders out there. They just beat teams up. And if they can stop the Arizona Cardinals, you know they can beat the Cincinnati Bengals, right? But what if Team Suck shows up? That's going to get ugly fast. If Team Excellence does show up, I'm like Monica, 17-14, because it ain't going to be no blowout, and we ain't going to be able to run off on that defense because they are tough. 17-14 49ers, maybe. Okay? X Factors, here's my X Factor. If indeed Aaron Lynch and Vance McDonald get through concussion protocol and can play, we got a chance. Because last week, Blaine Gabbert had nobody to throw to because our receivers don't have the ability to separate. This is why I keep telling people, Blaine Gabbert was tackled that many times because the poor guy was standing in the pocket. He tried his best to stand there. He knew he was going to take a hit, but he was hoping one of our talented receivers would find a way to get open so he could deliver the ball. They never did. Boom! Blaine to the pavement. 9 times. And Johnny Football ran all over the field. I'm not sure if that's all about Lynch. I just know we need those 2 guys back. My X Factors. If that happens, maybe we win. And if we do, I'll be setting up the after party. Like I always like to do. We'd always get to party though afterwards, so we'll talk about whatever happens after this game. If you've never joined us, you will know a day in advance upon how to join us for that game. Just go to Facebook, Ronbo Sports fan page. The instructions will be there a day in advance. There's no way you won't know how to do it. Please remember, like if you do, share, subscribe, so you know when I come back looking for you. I'll see you Sunday.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never be sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.